It's going to be a great talk, joint presentation by the Oklahoma FBI Cybercrime Division and Brett Johnson. So first I'm going to introduce Special Agent Preston Ackerman from the Oklahoma FBI Cybercrime Division.
This evening I'm going to briefly present some information about a significant FBI cybercrime case which targeted some of the earliest known dark markets. This cartoon humorously illustrates a common misconception that people have about cybercriminals, which is that they're all just a bunch of geeks, right? Well, that's really not the case. As it turns out, a lot of different types of cybercrime rely heavily on social engineering, which requires excellent people skills and a deep understanding of human nature. And as you'll soon see, our featured speaker does not fit the stereotypes portrayed in this cartoon. Who's with us here tonight. Now, as you hear some of Brett's stories or read about it, I want to just mention, if any of you are thinking that a life in cybercrime sounds like a good idea, let me just tell you, you'd better be very, very good at it. You better be better than Gollum Fun or the Iceman, because each of them got caught and have served significant time. And let me save you a little trouble and just tell you, by the way, you're not better than...
October 26, 2004, the Secret Service arrested 33 people in 14 countries in 45 minutes. I was the guy that got away. They picked me up February 8th of 2005, and they said, "Hey, Brett, what can you do for us?" And my response was, "Hey, guys, keep me out of prison and I'll do whatever you want me to do for you." So I went to work for them for 10 months, often breaking the law from inside of the offices. They found out after 10 months, gave me a polygraph, which guess who failed that? I went on a 4-month cross-country run, pulled out about $400,000 from ATMs, made the United States Most Wanted list, and the morning that I made it, I did what any normal person would do once they found out such news. I was in Las Vegas, I loaded up my Jeep, and I went to Disney World. You laugh, but I went to Disney. I come off as pompous up here. I come off as arrogant, egotistical. I have absolutely nothing to be arrogant or egotistical about. My career was robbing from people. If you met me online, chances are you were going to lose money. I have absolutely nothing to be proud about. So, my mom was a very negligent parent. She was abusive, not physically, but emotionally, mentally, verbally. She used to leave me and my sister home alone frequently for days at a time. So this one particular time, we'd been alone for 3 or 4 days. Denise, she comes in the apartment and she's got a pack of pork chops with her. And I'm like, "Where'd you get that?" And she's like, "I stole them." And I'm like, "Show me that." So she takes me over to the A&P and she shows me how she shoplifts food. And I think that's a great idea because we can get our stomachs full. So we do that and fill up the refrigerator, and then we realize, hey, no need to stop there. We can go across the street to Kmart and get some clothes. So in this perverted form of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we satisfy those things. And then what time is it? Well, they've got a lot of music there, video games, toys. Let's do that too. So we get everything we need as far as that goes. My mom comes home after a while, of course, and she notices all the new stuff, all the clothes, all the food, the new television that I'm playing. And she's like, "Where did you guys get that?" Now, at 10 years old, you can't lie very well. So me, always the liar, we found it. My mom, no, you didn't. My sister Denise, as far as I know, she has never lied in her life. She bucks up in front of her mom, kind of pissed off, kind of proud of it at the same time. She says, "We stole it." My mom, being the great parent she was, she looks at my sister and she's like, "Show me." I ended up setting up a website, me and 2 other guys, called Counterfeit Library, that dealt in manufacturing IDs, that dealt in eBay fraud and PayPal fraud. That forum grew into another forum called Shadow Crew. And overnight, we changed from an identity site, PayPal and eBay fraud, to a credit theft site. Albert Gonzalez over on this side here. Albert Gonzalez, to this day, he started out as our forum techie, grew into basically a kingpin of cybercrime. To this day, he is the #1 credit card thief of all time. Over 170 million numbers, Heartland Payment Systems, TJ Maxx, Dave & Buster's. He ends up with 2 20-year sentences. Black and white picture. His name is Maxick. He was arrested in a Turkish airport. They got his laptop. He had TrueCrypt on it. They asked him for the key. He said, no. They said, okay. They threw him in a Turkish prison for 11 days. He promptly gave them the key, and they promptly gave him 30 years. Guy at the top, Max Butler, very, very competent hacker. He ends up with 13 years. The guy at the bottom, he didn't serve any time, but he is the saddest story of us all. What he did, he was arrested with Albert Gonzalez. His name is Jonathan James. He was arrested with Albert Gonzalez. Whether it was true or not, he thought that the Secret Service was going to lay all the blame on him for the TJ Maxx and the Heartland Payment Systems hack. So what he does is he goes in his dad's bedroom, pulls out the .45, writes a note to that effect, goes in the shower, blows his brains out. The reason I'm showing this stuff is that no one that engages in cybercrime ever ends up with a good story.